I'm sure you guys are aware that CS2 is at an interesting place in its lifespan at this point. There's a lot of big, complicated issues with the game like anti-cheat and networking. These are things that I can't explain to you, but one thing that I can explain to you is the current state of movement in CS2. And where do I think Valve wants to go with it? Where do I think movement's going to be in 5 years? If you're watching this video, you probably already know that CSGO's launch wasn't that much better than CS2's. I don't think comparing the betas is useful either. There's so many differences about the world from now and then that it's not really fair to compare it, I don't think. Both CSGO and CS2 when they were in beta felt pretty bad to play, I can't even lie. So I will not compare garbage against garbage. That's not going to get us anywhere. But one thing that we can look at is the timeline in which the CSGO beta advanced to being the crisp, refined movement that we had before CS2 replaced it. So most of the movement patches that are post-2018 are just fixing like pixel boosts and other self-boosts that you could do. By the time Panorama Update came out, we basically had all the movement that we did in the final version of CSGO. I'm not saying it's one-to-one, they could have tweaked stuff, but the movement was in a good state and it was very minimal changes, okay? That's the point. Okay, easy. CSGO release date, 2012, 2018. Ah, yeah, 6 years. Okay, see you in 6 years, guys. And I mean, it's kind of fair, considering some of the recent changes that we've had. Like, if you don't want to play this game at this point, I completely understand. But I'm not going to be going anywhere. One crazy update that they added recently is they added a sound to the jump bug. So, like, it makes a sound. It's like when you drop JB, it does this. Yeah, that's what you want in your lobby. Ew! Ew, that is so unclean, dude! Can you tell that one's exciting for me? You know, like, this is the update that we needed. This is the update that, like, I'm glad that they added sound to the jump bug. You know, this, like, it obviously really needed it. It really needed a sound. It was too OP. It was too, like, it was so easy to do. Like, I think Valve definitely understands the importance of movement in their game. If they didn't, they wouldn't be making as many insane alterations to it if they didn't understand its value to begin with, right? Obviously, a lot of the decisions are very nonsensical when you look at them on paper, but when you look at them as, like, a company making decisions, there's like overlap. Like, one person wants to do one thing, one person wants to do another thing, and they're not opposites, they're just different. And then that causes the kind of stuff that we see where, you know, we get surfs and then they delete them, and our jump bugs have a nice little thump sound, which makes it kind of hard to see where Valve's interest is. Like, obviously you can tell that they care about the movement, but they also care about, you know, a lot of competitive aspects about the game. Like, they know that the game is 90% competitive players, people who care about aiming and winning only, right? So it's entirely possible that we're getting overlooked until a later date, or we're just getting overlooked entirely, but I don't think Valve would do that. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to be getting in 6 years from now. I hope they fix a lot of the core issues with the game. I hope they remove the sound from the jump bug. You know, there's a lot of things that I can hope for, but, you know, they're obviously going to focus on the competitive aspects before they come through for the casual people, I'm pretty sure. So, it's going to be a while. It's kind of, you know, it is what it is, but you can't really read what Valve is doing from this point, but, you know, there's a ton of different paths that you can sort of imagine in your head at this point from the decisions that they're making. So I just sort of wanted to give you all the information so that you can sort of see that for yourself. I'm excited that I'm up now. I tell you, I'll give a fuck now. Yeah, I wanted me a CS2 before